Good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year. It is January 2nd, 2024. My name's Mark Love, and welcome back to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. Today, I'm going to be walking around a brand new 2024 Superstar. This is a 4065 floor plan, which is a bunk model with a full wall slide. And for starters, we have a few upgrades to the chassis. This is the M2 106 Plus chassis, is what they call it now. They've made some nice improvements, including the safety package now is the Detroit Assurance safety package. It's your blind spot monitoring, your brake assist, your active cruise control, things like that. They've also moved the 6-speed shifter for your Allison transmission to the column, like most of their Class A's. This is still the Cummins 8.9 liter 360 horse engine right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that first. Of course, the beauty of the Super Cs or any of these M2 chassis is how easy it is to work on them yourself. You can see you've got access to all your fluids, your air cleaner there, the coolant, dipsticks for your oil and transmission over on this side. Again, if you're the type of person that likes to work on them yourself, it's easy to step inside here, get right up next to the engine. You can see your power steering fluid, water separator, dipsticks, all right here. And again, this is the L9, they call it. It's an 8.9 liter Cummins. Now, the Cummins engine makes a 360 horse in a couple different configurations. A lot of the smaller Super Cs use a 6.7 liter engine. Same horsepower, but only 850 foot-pounds of torque. On the bigger 8.9 liter engine, 360 horsepower, but 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. And that's what's going to give you your 20,000 pound towing and make it a much nicer rig driving around the mountains for you. Let's go ahead and walk around the outside compartment. I'm going to close this, and one thing I like about the Freightliners is these don't slam down on you. Okay. As we walk down the driver's side, we do have the 360 camera system. So this is one of our side cameras. We have one up front, on the back, on the other side. So you get the bird's eye view. That's an option that this coach has. Also, this paint job is a little bit of a unique paint job. They've actually eliminated a color in here or a swipe and gone with more all white. And that's one of the nice things about Newmar. It truly is a customizable paint job, so you can have your own unique look. You're not going to see any other Superstar with this paint job out there. Okay, here is where our fuel and our DEF we fill. As we walk back, let's take a look at the compartments first. Here in this first compartment, we've got our storage, first two actually. Back here you can see we've got an air hose. You have an onboard air compressor. You might as well be able to use it. And these are the components for our vacuum. Newmar did a nice job a year or two ago with the compartment doors. They made a few changes, put a better bulb seal on, much easier to close these doors right now. And while I'm right here, let's talk about the flush wall slide. I bring this up quite a bit. Not many companies have it. Usually your fascia piece right here is going to hang over, and it allows a place for wind and rain to get driven in there. With the flush with your sidewall, number one, there's less weather that's going to get in there, and it's quieter. It makes for a better seal. So this is truly a flush wall slide. Not a lot of other companies have that, so another thing that makes Newmar a little bit unique. Okay, oh, by the way, I forgot to point out your flag bracket. Now it's more important than ever to fly that Michigan banner. It is a great day to be a Wolverine. That's all I'll say for now. Let's move on back. 3-step entry. This is a hydraulic entry, and there are sensors on it. So if you have a curb here or a rock and it comes out, it's not going to jam up against it or jam down on it. It will sense that and stop right there so you don't damage your steps. Keyless entry. and very heavy duty grab handle. I guess while I'm under it, I should point out the awnings. This has got the optional two Girard Nova awnings, and the Novas are the ones that come out and kind of articulate down. Standard, you would get one of the Girards, I think it's a 2000, which is one of your straight awnings. So this is the option to get the full sidewall covered with your awnings. Also, if you look up here, I didn't pull them down, but we have the window awning package, and this is the manual one. So you have a little wand, you pull that tab down, hook it right there. It's nice when the sun gets low in the afternoon, especially at your dinette table. Okay, let's keep moving back. This is probably about your biggest compartment on this side. As you can see, plenty of room there for all your items. It does have LED lights that come on automatically, and they're nicely lined, easy to keep these clean, especially with that vacuum system. You can use it outside. Here we've got our 43-inch Samsung 4K TV. This does pull out and articulate a little bit. Also, you can see you've got your freshwater drain. That's a big, like an 1.5 inch drain. It drains real fast. Have your Bose soundbar with this. I've made this comment before, but I kind of like the TV down here. And the reason is when you're sitting out here under your awning, are you looking up at the TV or down? And how does that make your neck feel after watching a long game or something? So I kind of like the TV down here. Otherwise, you would get a rack and some pegboard here. There is a water tank behind it. So I'm fine with having the TV right there. More of our marker lights on the side. Come back to these two compartments, and this is another thing that makes the Newmars unique. As you can see, I left the doors open on the other side, so you can see that it's a full pass-through compartment. And most of the Super Cs, you don't have that option. Both below and above the chassis rails, you can get some of the longer items. As you look right here too, you can see our road vac, so you can bring your attachments outside, clean out your compartments, but you also have a place to hook it up inside. Right here we have our reducer. Now this has a 20,000 pound hitch. Starts out with a 2.5 inch receiver hitch. That reduces it down to 2 inch for your standard blue ox and so forth. And also you get a 2 inch and a 2 5/16 inch ball, all of those rated to pull 20,000 pounds. As we move around to the back, I'm gonna pop my back hatch right here. This is another thing that makes the Newmar Super Cs a little unique. Oops, I guess that one didn't release yet. Do that again. There we go. So this is some more of the storage you get in the back. And if you look underneath here, you've got some pretty good room. Usually you're going to have maybe a table you bring along or some lawn chairs. They'll fit in here. You've got a rack here for oil or other fluids that you might want to bring along, tools, things like that. Just a nice little storage area. You've got it back here. You might as well utilize it. And again, you can see the cameras we have. We have a backup camera here. We also have one all the way up on the top, all part of our 360 surround system. Here is our 20,000 pound hitch. We also have a plug-in for a auxiliary camera system. Maybe you've got a camera on the back of your stacker trailer. And then this is your 7-way plug right here. Very easy to hook these up with say an Air Force One for braking when you're towing. So we come around this side. Again, you can see this is part of the pass-through compartment. And this actually right here is part of your slide mechanism. Very heavy-duty slide out there. Oh, one other thing I didn't point out, we have another auxiliary 30 amp plug right here. So if you do have a stacker trailer, maybe you want to power that, or maybe your kids come along, they've got a small travel trailer, you can power their trailer off your generator. Okay, and this is the back side of that compartment that has the pull-out tray. That's about a 3/4 tray going through there. You can see the framing that that Newmar uses. They call it the Star Foundation. And up in there, they actually keep things off the chassis rails. They weld this superstructure to it. Makes for a better ride, a more stable platform. You're less likely to pop your grout or crack a tile or something like that because of twisting in the frame. Okay, as we move forward, little storage compartment here, maybe for your sewer hose or gloves or, again, oil, things like that. This is our water compartment. Now, one of the things that Newmar does, and I really like it, first of all, they letter everything, and it's kind of embossed, so these letters aren't going to come off. But everything is well planned out, easy to use. Black and gray electric dump valves right here. Here's your autofill or manual fill. Oops, I just dumped a little water right there. Down our whole house filter, and that filter's over here. This is our power hose reel. So it's manual out, power back in. You do have an outside shower here with hot and cold water. Your low point drains. You can turn your water pump on right here. I just think this is one of the cleanest, simplest, easiest to understand water bays out there. As we move forward to this compartment, you can see your 8,000 watt quiet diesel generator. Now this unit does have 2 air conditioners with heat pump, and this generator will run both your air conditioners and your microwave at the same time. This compartment holds our house batteries. Now those are 8 6-volt AGMs. It is on a pull-out tray. There's a pin here. You can slide the whole thing out to work on it. Now, a lot of people are going with lithium-ion batteries, which are a great product, but they are mighty expensive. And these 8 AGMs have been around for a long time. They do a great job. You have your generator. You know, if you're not all bent on having the latest and greatest solar and lithium, this is a great way to go, and it'll save you some money. And then in this final compartment, we have our Oasis Chinook. Now this provides our furnace, our hot water, our engine preheat, everything like that. In fact, I came out this morning and I turned this on, and I turned on the diesel burner and the 2 electric to heat it up faster. It just does a great job. And over here is our hydraulic pump for our levelers. And again, that's on a pull-out tray too. Oops, and pardon me, I guess we do have one more compartment here. This has got our inverter, our 50 amp power cord, and again, this is a manual out, power in, and you have 50 foot of cord there, so you can reach the plug when you get into the RV park. Also, surge protector over here. We do have a place to plug in maybe park cable, or if you're using a portable satellite dish, you can run it in right there. Okay, another place you can put your fuel in. DEF, you only fill from one side, but you can fuel it from either side. This does have a 100-gallon fuel tank, and there is a connection on the tanks in there, but it's very slow to fill it one at a time, so you probably want to do that one from each side. Again, one of our side cameras right here. And they made some changes to the cab too. Very nice air seat. Of course, Newmars are unique in their air ride cab. You have an air seat here. You do have some lumbar support. These are heated seats. And when we get inside, we'll take a little better look at the dash and show you what we've got going on there. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the floor plan. Now, I left the slides in so you can see what it's like when we travel. This is kind of a tall coach, 13 feet on the outside. Your interior height is just under 7 feet, 83 inches, I believe. And while we're right here, I'm just going to point it out. there's a great feature that not a lot of Super Cs have, and that's a step cover right here. So as soon as I walk in, I'm going to go ahead and put that up. It is designed to hold weight, so you know, if you've got a dog or kids in here, it's nice to not have to worry about them falling down into the well. While we're right here, let's go over some of our controls. Here's our battery disconnect for your house batteries, entry lock, compartment door lock, step cover, block heater, patio lights right there. We've got our HWH master reset. So on your full wall slide, if you ever need to reset it, if it's not working, you push and hold that 5 seconds. That'll usually take care of it. Security lights here, lights for your exterior step. These are slide out buttons. HWH levelers right here. This is our Girard awnings, and like I say, we've got 2 awnings that span the whole length. This is a 110 powered awning, so you either need your inverter on, your generator on, or need to be plugged in to have that 110 power. WineGuard satellite system, and then here's our power monitor. You can monitor all your systems here. Again, there's a 100-gallon fuel tank. We do have 150 gallons of fresh water, and what is it, 60 on our gray tank and 40 on the black tanks here. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, did you get a pan back? Now this is the bunk model, and I just kind of wanted to show that you can get through this with all the slides in. It's not too tight, and if you need to get back into the bedroom, you can access your cabinet a little bit. To get to the closet, you'd have to roll over the bed, but this is roomy enough for people to walk through while you're traveling. So I'm going to go ahead and run these out. And of course, on our driver's side, we have a full wall slide. Newmar doesn't make the fastest slides in the business, but they're probably one of the most dependable. As you can see with the opposing slides, it really opens up to a great space. Again, this is a 4065 model, so we are 40 feet, 10 inches long, 13 feet tall on the outside, and I believe our interior height here is 83 inches. Okay, well let's, while we're here, take a look at the cab. I'll open the bedroom side in a little bit. Very comfortable seats. Like I say, they're all air ride. Let me put myself down a little bit. Your wheel tilts and telescopes. Get that where you need it. Let's talk about the camera system first. We get into our camera, and you can see this is the normal view from the top camera on the back. What I like about this is I can put it on hitch view. I'm looking straight down there, so if I had my stinger sticking out, I could see that ball, and I could back right up to it very easily. And then also, we get kind of a broader view there on the horizon. We can go right to our 360, so you can see, you kind of get a bird's eye view. This is great when you're in a campground and maybe you want to see what's around you. You know, your neighbors actually might be pretty close. But you can scroll through, where do we go there? Camera. There we go. We can look at each one individually if we want. Just really nice, but like I say, that hitch view is a great feature right here below your camera. These are most of our controls. So the auto traction, you can shut that off if you want it, your ATC. Shade up and down. What this is, I'll go ahead and put it up, and we've got a nice window skylight right above us, and that's the button to lift that up. There we go. We also have our docking lights, our cab lights, our camera. You can switch back and forth. Maybe you've got a camera on one of your trailers, or maybe inside your your horse trailer. I suppose if you're spending as much money on your horse as you are on a motorhome, you probably have a camera inside to keep an eye on them. We've got our override shutdown. You're rarely ever going to have to use something like that, only in an emergency situation. Gen start and stop, that'll put our antenna up. We can lock our differentials. And also we have a suspension dump for the rear. That's handy when you're hooking up a trailer by yourself. You can dump that down, back yourself in with that camera system, hit that, it'll air up. Should be real easy to hook up on your own. Other than that, a couple of the changes they made, they've moved the 6-speed Allison transmission shifter to the column. This is more like the Class A's all the way around, and you do have a smart wheel here. So let me get out of here. Show you some of the storage compartments you've got up here. We do have a 180 watt JBL tuned stereo system up here in the dash. Back here you can get the universal toll module. Once you have that registered and a credit card logged into it, every toll road in the country as you go through, it'll automatically pay that bill for you. Over here, a couple of more compartments. And of course, on this one, you have some important phone numbers, including from Newmar and Freightliner. You can see a product specialist right there. You can call and talk to her directly, or any of their other product specialists if you have questions. And to go one step farther, Transwest has our own technical advisor. Bill's his name, one of the most knowledgeable people you'll ever meet. Any of our customers that have dealt with Bill can testify as to how good a guy he is to work with, how he can help you diagnose your problems, figure out if this is user error or something that needs to be looked at. So keep that in mind when you're considering a dealership. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the floor plan. Now, this one has theater seating, and you can opt this for a chair. Over here, I do have my TV lift, which, son of a gun. And I'm not getting that to come up, so I'm going to read a book today because you have a really good place to store your books or crossword puzzles, things like that. These, again, also run on 110. I'd have to have my generator on or my inverter going to recline these, but very comfortable theater seats. And for somebody that's not really tall, sometimes your legs might be a little bit off the ground or your heels don't touch. Not the case here. They're not making it painful at all in the back of my calf. This is a very comfortable theater seat. Over the theater seat, we do have some good storage. Let me show you here. These are our mats for the cab. And what's that question?
Does Transwest or Newmar set up those Starlink on those RVs?
Yes, yes. We actually install the Starlink quite a bit. If you have questions on it, call, and you can call me or you can call our service department if you want to get prices, but Starlink's becoming very common. And that is done here at the dealership. Okay, now across from our theater seats, we have our dinette booth. Now there's a couple of different types of dinette booth. Standard is a convertible dinette, which means you would see an angled piece down here and some cleats to push that down and rest on it. When you get this version, you've got a couple of leaves there and some matching chairs so you can get more people around your dinette. These styles generally will not convert to a sleeper, but that is an option. If you want the extra bed, you can get a sleeper dinette here, and you could get a pull-out couch instead of the theater seating. Okay, over here across from the theater seating, we do have some storage above the dinette. And like I say, this is where your televator is. I'm not sure why that didn't come out. It might be a fuse or a breaker I've got off, but you can see in here we do have plugins for our video components. And the manufacturers aren't sending them out with Blu-rays so much anymore. This does have a satellite dish, You could get set up for dish TV. A lot of people are using streaming services now. This does have the Everest Wi-Fi system, so there's a lot of options for your entertainment choices. Okay, as we move back, come to the kitchen here. Now, one thing about this kitchen, I like the fact that all of these cabinets are at a height that I can reach. A lot of them are very tall. If you're, somebody that's a little bit shorter, you might not be able to reach all the way back. Underneath our storage cabinets there, we have a dual stainless steel undermount sink with some residential fixtures. It's a nice undermount, so you can wipe all the crumbs and everything in here, help keep it clean very easily. Underneath the sink, first of all, we've got a little extension here. And then we have storage underneath, room for your trash can. Little place here for your scrubbies or dish soap or whatever. You have 4 pull-out drawers, and these pull out all the way. And these are all with the soft close feature. Next to that, we have a very deep silverware drawer here. And you don't see as many remotes in here. We don't have the remote or Electrica MCD shades. In fact, these are manual. And we do have both the screen, the day shade, and the night shade. And I never have a problem with using the manual shades. You generally never have a problem with them. Okay, we do have a convection microwave. And that's a nice size one there, big enough to get a chicken in or a small turkey. Underneath, we've got our induction cook surface. And you can see one side of these covers does have a cutting board on it. The nice thing about your induction cook surface, any metallic pan will work, including cast iron, anything a magnet sticks to. And then you can pull this out, take it out under your awning and cook outside if you want. And then down here, we do have our dishwasher. Again, this runs on 110, so without the generator on, I'm not going to be able to get that open, but that's an option, and we did opt it in with the dishwasher. Next to your kitchen, we have a pantry with full pull-out drawers. There's 6 of them there. And then we actually have another spot here that has some more drawers at the bottom for a pantry, but you also have a little wardrobe area. There's some shelves in the back, place maybe for hanging up some of the kids' clothes. These are all your owner's manuals and so forth. And again, full pull-out drawers here. Okay, across from your pantry area, we have our 19.7 cubic feet residential refrigerator. You can see there's plenty of storage throughout. And with those 8 AGM batteries, all electric refrigerator, induction cook surface, there's no propane with this coach, but these have become so efficient, they're not a big draw on your batteries. With your auto gen start, anytime your batteries get low, you can have it fire up automatically. So this is really a great way to go. If, like I say, you don't need the latest, greatest technology, you can save yourself some money and still get a very practical unit. Okay, as we move back into the bedroom, bathroom area, one thing about the 4065, there is only a single bathroom. So let me go ahead and open up some of these storage compartments. Let you guys get in here and take a look. Nice vessel sink with a glass backsplash, very easy to keep clean. All solid surface countertops throughout. The shower does have the water miser system, so that'll keep you from wasting your fresh water when you're waiting for your shower water to heat up, and you're also not you know, putting it into your gray tank. You're basically recirculating that water back to the holding tank until it gets warm. Then you take your shower. At that point, of course, it's going into your gray tank. And there are a little bit more storage over there. Nice porcelain toilet. You can see right here we have the hookup for our vacuum. Put your hose in there. If you sweep right up to here, lift it up, sweep in there, it'll suck it up. Like I said, I don't have any 110, so that's not on right now. Across from the bathroom, we have our bunk beds. Now, these are both 30 by 72 long, so they're good sized bunk beds. Let's get that up there. There you go. They each have their own window, their own reading light in there, 110 and USB outlets. Seems like every kid's got a cell phone or a tablet or something they need to keep charged. As we move back to the bedroom, you can see one thing Newmar did about a year ago is they moved this 9-inch screen to the center. This is your main control panel. So you can get in, monitor all of your tank levels, your battery. I can see our house battery is a little low. I'm probably going to want to get the generator on. This does have floor heat. You've got 2 zones, front and back, just low, medium, and high there. Like I mentioned, you have an AGS. I could probably set this to start when it drops down to 11 volts. I would fire it up and charge up that battery. As long as I'm right here and we're warm, I'm going to go ahead and turn my Oasis off. You can see I had the burner and both electric elements on. And I'm just going to go ahead and shut the whole thing down right now. This is where you can Bluetooth in your phone. There's an app that you can operate a lot of the components from your phone, your slide outs, your lights, and so forth. And there's a switch for our lights, living room, bedroom. You can control them individually. You also can turn them all on and off as you're exiting the main door there. Okay, back into the bedroom, and let me go ahead and put this slide out now. You do have a king-size bed here with the radius corners. Another thing I like about Newmar's is the way they cover most of their air conditioning ducts with a decorative panel up here on the roof. So you don't see the air conditioning ducts where they blow down or the return air. It keeps everything in the center of the coach, which is where you want it, especially if you're running in Texas in July with the slides in and you're driving, you want to get some air back here. Newmar does a really good job of designing that. There we go. Like I say, not the fastest slides in the world, but probably one of the most dependable. See underneath here, we've got 2 leaves for our dinette table and 2 folding chairs with matching fabric. And this is a nice pillow top mattress. You can get an air mattress with dual zones as an option. On each side of the bed, see we got a little storage area. We've got a plug there for your 110 and a couple of USB ports. Maybe you have a sleep machine that you use at night. That's a great place for it right there. Let me open some of these up. So you can see how much storage you have up here in the bed. There is a couple of places you could drop cables down if you're charging a phone or using headphones or something like that. And hidden hinges throughout. It's great looking hardware. And again, we have 2 side windows that do open. I got a little catch down there that makes it hard to reach from this angle. And you also have the day-night shades. Across from the bed, we've got our storage area here, our storage drawers. There's 6 nice pull-out drawers. and they're all very deep. Have your 40-inch TV back here in the bedroom. Again, you have one compartment for video components, and then these two are just open storage, and again, very large, a lot of room in there. And back in this corner, we do have our Splendide stackable washer and dryer, with another storage drawer down here. And then here is our wardrobe area. Does have a safe back there. And underneath the wardrobe, you get 5 more storage drawers here. And again, all of them with the soft close feature. Okay, well, I think that just about covers it for this model. Again, it's a 4065 Newmar Superstar. It is a 2024 model. If you have questions on this one, please give me a call. My name's Mark Love. I can be reached at 970-631-0083. Let me know if you have any questions, or maybe you want to see something on another unit. Reach out to us. It is a brand new year. Best wishes for a happy new year and a prosperous new year for everybody. Like always, happy trails, and we'll see you next time.